week's live. That's why.
That's why it feels like it's been 100 years, because you got a break last week.
Yes.
It was me and Tanner last week, but today me and Alicia are back with you guys with some so stinking cute print and cut last minute crafts that you need to make if you are not done with your Christmas list. First of all,
Welcome
luck
to the
out
club.
there. Good luck out there.
Are you done?
I think I might have some gift cards left. Other than that, like, I'm done with stuff.
I have the little,
as of yesterday.
I have the little cousins left. That's it.
But if you're not done with your Christmas list, what we are going to be showing you how to create today is, first of all, these little pre-made, literally slap them in Cricut Design Space, print them and cut them. These little pre-made things would be phenomenal for you all to make baked goodies. First of all, hands up. I want y'all to drop a raised hand or say me in the comments if you are the type of person who thoroughly enjoys a baked Christmas goodie over a present.
Me.
Any day of the week, if you want to make me Christmas cookies, you want to make me some Christmas sweets, Chex Mix actually. Homemade Chex Mix. I've got to make some for the whole team, first of all.
Trey's great Aunt Maggie makes some, and like I will make myself sick. I'll be so like swollen from the amount of salt.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl.
So good.
I got a sandwich bag in one of my little gifts for our gathering that we had the other night. I had it ate within 24 hours.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it was a little sandwich bag.
Wait, you made it?
No,
You made some for Courtney.
not yet. My friend Lauren made some.
Oh, got
She
you.
brought it in one of her gifts. She used our recipe.
Oh,
so I was
it's That's hilarious. Well, so yeah, we're gonna be making a little goodie bag for treats. We also are gonna be making some return labels or address labels. So if you have not yet mailed your cards out, you can still do that. It's not Christmas yet. I'm just posting mine on Facebook because it's just easier that way. And maybe I'm just not old school enough.
Maybe you're just not in the holiday spirit as much this year.
I am. I just think it's easier sometimes.
I mean, I agree.
When you got a bunch of kids, you know.
100%.
So, anyways.
We will get started with our craft here in a few seconds, but before we get started, if you haven't already taken advantage of our Christmas deals yet, maybe you have someone in your life who is a crafter or who is someone, y'all, honestly, one of the best gifts is giving someone something to help them learn something that they're interested in if they don't know it already. So get it for yourself, get it for a friend, but we have our yearly membership on sale right now, the absolute lowest that it's gonna go. An amazing deal on that one, plus every other program that we offer here at Maker's Gonna Learn, whether that be Maker's Gonna Sublimate. We have bundled our Maker U courses, freshman and sophomore year together. Digital design for creative, so for the person in your life who wants to learn more about Canva.
Yeah.
What else?
I think that's all of them.
Passive earners.
Makeathon?
Makeathon.
Yes.
Yes. Any of those over $97 is also going to enter you to get the what are we calling
Trilogy.
it? Collector's Edition Resource Trilogy. That's a mouthful. Say that 3 times fast. These books are updated, revised, reprinted for you guys. These resources are amazing to have sitting anywhere in your craft room. You're gonna go after these. You're gonna reach for these time after time after time.
Plus, they're really nice and pretty.
And they're beautiful.
Yes, they're
And they look really good on a shelf.
Yes, for sure.
So if you haven't already, make sure you take advantage of those deals. Sadie has pinned that comment at the top. Click that link. You can see all of the deals once you click that link. If we have time, I'll click it for you and go through those here in a few minutes. But with all of that being said, let's get started.
Susan Robertson is making lemon Chex Mix.
What is lemon Chex Mix?
I don't know, but like I am intrigued because I like a little lemon zest, especially with like a salty situation.
I can see that.
I need to know. Like lemon peppery.
Yes, Susan, tell us what you mean by...
Give us the details.
Give us the deets. Give us the deets. Okay, so let's go ahead and go overhead and look at the amazing print and cut stickers, tags, whatever that we're gonna be making today, and I'm gonna give you a preview of something that we are adding on Monday, first of all. So up first, we have these adorable address return labels, and yes, they are clear.
I love this because if you have a different colored envelope,
Oh my
you
God.
can just add it.
Yes, the only thing, if you're doing this one, first of all, this clear sticker paper is actually really good sticker paper, and I don't know, there we go.
Everyone loves your sparkly pants. I also do too.
Thank you. Like, look how stinking cute. The only thing with clear sticker paper, if you're putting it on a,
Wow, it just started raining so hard.
It literally just came a deluge.
Can they hear it? It'll probably come back.
Okay. So if the only thing that you do need to be very careful about if you're doing clear address return labels, for this one we're doing it on white so you can really see the colors of that we have on here. If you're doing it on like red or green, just be aware and think about color theory.
Like black would be better.
Like darker colors are gonna be better. Like black is gonna be better on a colorful envelope. That's what I'm trying to.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, okay. So super cute. Love those.
But also they look so much better because they look more printed than if you use like a white label on a white envelope.
Agreed.
Sometimes looks like the whites aren't the same. And so it looks like off.
I mean, I completely agree. I think the clear on the white is so cute.
Yeah, it looks really good.
So cute. Okay. Other than that one, these are the ones that are literally plug and play. Plug and play. All of this, other than the Knight family or the family name at the bottom, you just put them into Cricut, you add your name, you're done. It's so easy. So we're gonna show you exactly how to do those. And the other little print and cut that we have, we've actually moved it over. It's my favorite. Not gonna lie, it's hands down my favorite. We are moving this over to, we're adding a live next week on Monday since we won't be here on Wednesday because it's Christmas. We're doing this one on Monday for you guys. OMG. It's, I think, my favorite tag we've ever done.
Yeah, it's very, very cute. I love
so
that tree
cute.
file. The tree file is amazing, and that font is one of my favorites as well.
Yes, so we do come back. We just wanted to give you a sneak peek of a little tag. I know it's on our thumbnail. We just wanted to give you a sneak peek of that and say we're gonna dedicate a full hour tutorial just for this tag to help you learn how to create this one, okay? So I'm gonna set that one over to the side. With all of that being said, the first thing you all know, the first thing that we love to do is head over to Maker's Gonna Learn and grab all of the components that we're gonna need. So give me a few minutes. I'm about to get this computer turned on. While I'm trying to get this computer turned on, let me know in the comments, drop me a red heart if you are new here and a blue heart if you are an OG, if you've been around the channel.
Susan says, if you guys are curious about lemon Chex Mix, it's called Lemon Puppy Chow. It's got white chocolate chips, lemon zest, lemon juice, and powdered sugar.
Oh.
So it's like a lemony.
A
so we're
white
using
chocolate
like
lemon.
original Chex Mix with it. You could do, now my wheels are turning. So like, what if you did like a mint chocolate with like the chocolate Chex Mix or...
Our mouse is dead.
And I just bought a mouse charger.
Yeah.
I just bought a mouse charger.
It's all good.
Here.
You're gonna have to give me 2 seconds.
Okay, Sadie, can I steal your mouse?
Yes.
And we'll charge that.
If you'll give me a sec, just give her the mouse. I'll just
Okay.
do this for 2 seconds.
There you go.
And then pull it
I'll
off.
say, y'all, these tutorials are so quick anyways. So,
Yeah. We have lots of blue hearts. We have Marie, welcome,
moly.
is our red heart. Our single red heart. Oh, we have somebody else.
D.
D is a red heart, shouting out all of our new people. not exactly new, but I'm not an OG, so Susan says green heart.
Okay.
I love it. I love it.
That's awesome.
Shout out Ashley, Amy, Kathy, Jan, Emily, Carol, Linda, Tracy, Diane, Terry. Thank you guys for being here. Honestly, we were talking about this. So we had our year planning meeting over the last 2 days. Our team got together. We planned next year. We have some really big things up our sleeves for you guys.
It's going to be a good fun year.
It's going to be a good fun year. But we were talking, I don't even know where I was going with that.
We were talking about our next year, what we're planning.
Oh, that. But we were talking about how we are going down to 1 live a week because it's one of those things that we want to say thank you, like not thank you, but like it's a big deal for you all to be here. And so
every day.
What I'm getting at is I want to say thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedule to be here with us for an hour. We love having you. We love teaching you. We just love everything about it. Okay.
Yes,
so
we
I'm
appreciate
try
it.
to see.
Is it on?
Well,
SOS.
Someone help me. It's not healthy.
Just take Sadie's mouse.
Oh, it's connected now.
Oh, it was just not connected.
No, it said mouse battery empty.
Oh.
Yeah, it's empty. So every few seconds, I'm going to have to plug it in, but that's okay. That's all good. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pop over here to Maker's Gonna Learn. We're going to get signed in first.
Erica, our Summit's a thing of the past now. My entire Christmas table 2 years ago was from Summit. Yes, also, I remember your Summit table and our Summit, or like our Summit tablescape that we did, our project. We have somewhat replaced it. So like it's not gone, but it's renamed and replaced.
Yes. Now, can you tell me what these are named?
Baking labels, or let's just look.
They are linked underneath this video. However, I can't pull up the video to get the links. It's not baking.
Please hold.
Maybe labels.
Personalized baked goods stickers.
Maybe it's baked good stickers.
What's really nice about all of these is that they're already pre-made for you all. So you just have to literally pull them in and print them onto sticker paper. Makes
There they
it super
are.
easy.
They are titled Christmas Baked Goods Stickers. So what we're going to do is we are going to click that download arrow. That is going to download all of those for us. If you could find the names for those, that would be great. Thank you. While we are doing this, so we've got that downloaded. Will you please get away this Apple ID thing? I just need it away. Once you have downloaded, you can see here that it is going to download in a folder. We need to double click that and make sure it is unzipped for us. You can see here it is now unzipped. If you have a zipped file, it's going to look white like this, and that's just because that file is compressed. So we just need to unzip it once we download it so that it is not compressed anymore. I was about to say so it has room to breathe, but okay, after you have unzipped the file that you have downloaded, we are going to go to upload. We're going to click upload image. From here, you can either browse or bring your Finder back in. For me personally, it's always going to be, I'm just going to bring my Finder back in, and we have a lot of Finders open, so I'm just going to exit out of all of those. And then from there, even more. Wow, okay, lots of them open. From there, we're going to drag and drop, and once this turns green, we can now let go, and it is going to upload beautifully. We're going to go to continue, and then apply and continue. We are uploading this as a flat graphic. So we want this as a flat graphic. We don't want multiple layers. We don't want our single layer that's just gonna give us our black circles. We want this as a flat graphic. We're gonna go to continue. And from here, if you really wanted to get rid of some of them, you can from this point, but we're not going to, and we're just gonna click upload. And y'all, this should come in already pre-sized, but it says it is too large for 8.5 by 11. So what I'm gonna do, if this happens, it should have come in pre-sized. It didn't. It's not a big deal, because all we're gonna do before adding a name is we're gonna come over here to this little red exclamation point. We're gonna click on that. So if you want to change the size, let's say you want to keep them larger, you can change your paper size here. So if your printer can print a 12 by 12 or 8.5 by 14, whatever, you can change your page size. Or if you know you're using 8.5 by 11, with which most sticker paper is going to come in 8.5 by 11, you're just going to click this auto resize, and you know what that's going to do? It's going to resize everything for you in one click to still be the actual largest that it can be on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper.
Love it.
So that's how easy it is to resize. And then after you have resized, we're just gonna come in here and add, and I'm gonna show you how we can add names. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change our document from a white to a gray so that you all can see the edge of those white stickers. Are we all on the same page, or does anybody have any questions?
I think we're good.
Beautiful. Robin says, hello from Ohio. Are y'all ready for the Ohio Vols game? You better believe we're ready. You better believe. We coming for you, Robin. We coming for you. Oh, you want to know something funny?
Yeah?
I heard on the radio this morning that some Tennessee fans got onto TouchTunes website, found TouchTunes that were located in Ohio, and they played Rocky Top like 10 times in a row for the people in Ohio.
Oh my gosh, that's honestly next level. Next level.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Victoria says the stickers aren't linked in the description.
Yeah, I didn't see them in there either.
What's not linked? What stickers?
These stickers.
Oh, we'll add them.
They are called Christmas baked goods stickers if you're looking on our website, first of all. Okay, so we're getting back to our tutorial. Sorry, I got off on a little small side quest. So to add a name to the bottom, or really wherever you want, what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a text box, and we are going to choose fonts that pair well with these stickers. So the first one up here, Merry Christmas, that's a pretty scripty font. It has, or a very, I wouldn't call it, it's not a scripty font. It has glyphs in it. So you can tell that it has glyphs because of this E, this little M here. Holly has it paired with a blocky font, which I really like. I'm almost afraid that with this sticker, if you pair it with another script font, it's gonna look like it's too much, and I wanna show you what I mean by that. So if we come over here to our system fonts, let's just say Addie Kate, for example, and let's put the McCoy family. Now, of course, like straight off the bat, that's not gonna look the best. But even when we bring it down, and let's say we curve it, or you don't even have to, I think curving would be too much. Let's just say we put it on 2 separate lines. Looking at that, with all of that together, it just looks like it's too much. So when you are thinking about font pairing, you have to think about those types of things. So let's make it bigger, and I want to show you what it looks like when you have a more of a standard font. If you have one big bold font, a lot of times pairing it with a smaller block, or like a thinner blocky font, is going to be the way to go.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think right off the top of my head.
What kind? A thinner, blocky font? Carlos.
Yeah. Carlos?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Because when I do that, I can now come in here. It just looks better to me. Do I think it looks phenomenal with this paired? Not the best, but I do think it looks better than Addie Kate. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
So you just want to be very careful. What is this font?
We have Essence, Estuary, Nomad. I'm wondering if it's Essence.
Yeah, girl. That's it. So if you want to match the font at the top, it's Essence. Okay? So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna put, I thought I wanted it all in lowercase, and I may still want it all in lowercase. I just don't know. I like to play around with this. So if I do it all in lowercase, then this is gonna have to be lowercase. And this is gonna have to be lowercase.
Everything, the baking stickers is linked for you guys. So, just so y'all know it's there.
Almost a little bit smaller. And almost a little bit uncurved. A little bit more curved. I'm crazy. Okay. And of course we need to change the color. So before you go any further, if you are wanting to, before we flatten it together, I'm just going to change the color. I'm a very much, and I like to go to advanced, find a color that works. Actually, that one looks a little bit more yellow than green. But I'm not gonna get that serious with it. Looks pretty good to me. So once you have done that, added your family name to all of the sweet treats, what you're gonna do then is you are going to drag and drop. Now you can see over here on the side where I have the McCoy family in text. Under here you have your Christmas baked goods. Know that these stickers are all one layer right now. So if you add multiple names, let's say we duplicate this one just to put it over here, you need to make sure that when you go to flatten, you can flatten multiple things at the same time, but just because you, let's say, drag and drop, does not mean you have everything in that area selected, okay? So you need to make sure you double check your layers panel to make sure everything is selected. So you can see if I was in a hurry and I just went boop, to me right there, it looks like everything is selected. But when I come over here, I can see that that second McCoy family that I added is not selected. So how you can do that is you can hold the shift key down and then come over here to your layers panel and click on the other thing that needs to be added. And now because it's green, I know that it is selected as well. Okay?
The Merry Christmas on those and like baking is, it's Jaylee. The font is Jaylee. We didn't link that font because it's a part of like the design. But if you guys are wanting to use it in something else, the font is Jaylee. We have a few fonts that are similar to that, but Jaylee is a new one. We have a lot of really cute new Christmassy fonts like Jingle. Shoot.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go over to the website and see this because I don't have Jaylee.
Okay, Jaylee's really cute. And we also have, there's one called Yuletide. Someone was asking about Christmas fonts, and these are pretty new. Golden, and then that one above it are really cute. The Forest Whisper. And then there's one at the bottom.
I'm really liking this couture.
Yes, that's very cute. Jolly Jingles is a really cute artsy, whimsical Christmas font.
Ooh.
Sweetgrass. Love
Sweetgrass
that.
is cute. Okay. Poppy Jean!
Poppy Jean, how
we have a
cute.
Poppy Jean!
Mistletoe Magic. A new sketch font. A couple new sketch fonts.
Fortune Teller.
Wait.
That looks like
that's
storybook.
Yes.
Like a storybook font.
I love that.
That fortune teller is beautiful. Mm-hmm. I mean, also, heavy metal is giving very much storybook.
Yes. I love it.
Okay, so we are gonna look for Jaylee. Is it spelled Jaylee?
Uh-huh.
Jaylee.
Jaylee.
Maybe. Oh, there it is. That is so cute. Okay, we're gonna download that.
And it has glyphs, which is how she made it all look fancy.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
You can show them.
We're gonna show you how to do this, okay? So to download a font from our Makers Gonna Learn website, you're gonna click this download arrow, the arrow pointing down. Once again, like your other stuff, it does come in as a zip file, so we're gonna double click that zip file. Now, these are OTFs, or open typeface fonts, meaning you have to download them onto your computer before Cricut will recognize them in Design Space. So we're gonna double click that Jaylee font. If you are on a Windows, it's going to bring up your character map. If you're on a Mac, it is called your font book. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna install that font. Now, if you are on a Windows, you may have to extract. So how you extract is you hold down, I think you right click and then it says extract. So it is a little bit different, but that is how you're gonna download that. Now that we have that downloaded, when we pop back over to Design Space, you can see when I go to search Jaylee, nothing pops up. However, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my stuff. We're gonna call this Christmas Print and Cut. Beautiful. We're just gonna save it as is. Now, once I have saved that and Cricut prompts me and it says project saved successfully, I now know that I can come up here to view and I can reload my page. So what that is going to do is that is going to reload Cricut Design Space so that it now recognizes all of the new things that you have on your computer. Why it is so important, sorry, I cannot speak today. Why it is so important that you save your project is because if I would have gone to reload without saving my project, I would have lost all of the work that I just did. So now you will have to go back, change the color of your background. It does change that. But now what I can do is with this text box selected, I can come up here to my fonts. I can go over to System Fonts and I can now type in Jaylee. And there she is.
There she is.
There she is.
Love it.
Now, if you wanted to, we're not gonna get into a lot of this. This is just a quick tutorial because we still have address labels to make. So I don't wanna get too far down the rabbit hole of glyphs right now, but I do want to show you how to do them, okay? Once you have the font that you want, if there are glyphs to be changed or to be had, I guess. If you will then go back to either your font book, you can see I have it highlighted here, either go back to your font book or your character map, depending on what type of computer you're on. You can scroll down on this font and you can see that there are other ways to use different letters. So like,
if you were writing the word magic, you could use that GI combination right there.
So, yes. Okay. So let me show you what you would do. So let's say we were writing the word magic. First of all, this M is super cute. I'm going to click on it to make sure it's highlighted. I'm going to then copy or Command C. I'm going to go back to Design Space. And now I can delete this out. Boop, boop, boop. maybe, delete, and Command V, and the M pops up. So now I want to do magic. So if I'm using glyphs, my favorite is to type out the word that I want, see where the letters fall, know that this A, even if, let's say this M is a regular M, I can already tell you that if there was a glyph for an A that went down, it's not going to look right because it sits next to a G. But the M in the front would be cute. So I'm going to hop back over to my font book, see what all I have in here that I can use. I see the M, like I said, copy and paste. Why is it not doing what I'm asking? Beautiful. And then we'll go back, and this GI, make sure it's highlighted. Command C to copy, or Control C if you're on a Mac. I'm going to toggle back over to Design Space. The GI was what I wanted, so we're going to delete both of those, and then Command or Control V and pop that in, and there you go.
Cutie patootie. That's just like a good way to really elevate your designs, I feel like. I love it.
Truly a great way to elevate your design. So we had somebody say, my apologies, what is a glyph again? So a glyph is any type of font or any type of character in a font that is a little bit different from the original font. How else would you?
Yes, it's like a special character
Like
within a font group.
Yes.
So like any, not every font has them, only certain fonts. And we're working on getting you all a category of fonts with glyphs, because a lot of you all have requested this. And actually me and Courtney were working on it before I came in here, so that you all can look at the fonts that have glyphs, so that you know, oh, I can add a little extra something. And it looks so official.
Yes.
Like I feel like it looks like a graphic designer did it, and you didn't just get that font, you know, wherever. It just looks good, you know?
So you can see here, here is your original typeface, and then at the bottom is where you're going to find, whether it be special characters for another language with the umlauts and the tildes and all of that stuff, they can be found there. Or on down at the bottom is where you're going to find your fancy letters.
I love
That's
it.
what I like to call glyphs.
Fancy letters.
letters.
Yeah.
Fancy letters. So, back to Cricut Design Space. So I'm not gonna add a name to these bottom ones. We've just done it here. I did see that someone asked if the fonts change once you flatten them. Yes, I didn't want to overlook your comment, but I'm gonna show you what happens when you flatten these fonts together, because right now the word McCoy family doesn't look great. Like, you can't see what color it is.
Yeah.
But once again, once you have all of your names, whether that be a family name, we'll go overhead. This one, Holly did Nathan and Holly right here. That looks super cute. That's something else you could do there. We didn't put anything on the Baking Spirits Bright one, just because there's so much going on anyway. So you use your discretion on what you want to do, but I do want to go back to Design Space and show you what happens when we flatten. So we're gonna select all. I'm checking my layers panel. I see that everything is green. Then we're gonna go to flatten. So you can see that that color really popped. Also, look how good and close I got that color on the fly.
You got the eye, girl.
I got that eye, girl. That one doesn't look great. That one I would have kept a darker green, but you know what? For today, it is perfectly fine. So you can see that it does change your lettering. It shows up a lot more. There is no longer a black outline around your letters once you flatten. It's because that cut line then goes away. So it really shows through the color that you chose for your font. So other than that, y'all were ready to go to make it. For the baking cookie stickers, cuttable area. Okay, it's showing that it fits.
You want to print them?
If it fits, it ships.
Hold on, let me put your sticker paper in
Sure.
for you. Gracias.
Thank you, thank you. So Alicia is going to stick that sticker paper in. I'm going to go to send to printer. We are using our Canon TS9500 series today. Now, for this specific project, people, I know we're gonna ask, and this is a good one to kind of, what do you do? To bleed or not to bleed? That is the question. So,
Bleed.
Part of ours on this are white, and part of them have color. So yes, if any portion of your sticker has a color going to the edge, you're always going to want to add bleed. That's the way that I think of it in my head. If there's not color going to the edge of the sticker and it's just white, I don't need to bleed. If I want color going all the way to the edge, you're always gonna turn your bleed on.
It
Okay?
just gives you that little bit of allowance for if your cut is off.
It gives you wiggle room that you may or may not need, but who doesn't like a little bit of wiggle room sometimes?
Better safe than sorry.
Better safe than sorry. Now, one thing we always do is we always use system dialogue, okay? So let's just ask a really good question. What is bleed? I'm so glad that you asked because I'm gonna be able to show you what bleed is because I don't think we did bleed on this one. So I'm gonna be able to show you the difference.
Yeah.
Now, if you are new to Cricut Design Space and you use System Dialogue and you're like, it keeps spinning, it keeps telling me prepared to print, preparing, and it doesn't pop up, y'all grab the top of your window and pull it down because a lot of times it pops up behind there for some reason. Especially with Mac, it's really bad for that. So what we love to do is always feed our sticker paper from rear tray. I'm the only one in the office that does this. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. If I want the best quality, I'm always changing my media type to photo, but be warned, I'm warning you right now, when you change your media type to photo, your colors come out more saturated, but you're also gonna use more ink that way. So, at your own discretion. And then I turn it to best. Always turn it to best. That's the main thing, is you're turning it to best quality. Always, always. Now, after that, we're gonna click done, and we're gonna go grab the stickers.
Alrighty, does anyone have questions about any of this so far? These are pretty easy because you can just pop whatever name or anything on there that you need and you just flatten it and you're good to go. And that's what we wanted for you all. That's why we went ahead and just created the files. That way you can bake up some cookies, throw them in your little parchment paper bags, stick a label on it, and you're good to go. I think these are really good for like teacher gifts and things that you just need to kind of make really quickly. Last night we did Ruby's first Christmas program. Did I cry?
Yes.
I'll let you decide. Yeah, it was so cute. She was a little sheep. But there was some ladies handing out cookies at the end, and it was so cute. And these would be perfect for that. They were just like, you could tell they had handmade these cookies.
That's so cute.
It was precious. But anyways, this just makes it a lot easier for you all. And then the labels make it so easy. I feel like those can get a little expensive, like on websites like Zazzle and Vistaprint.
Minted is another one.
They're really cute, but like, why would you go buy them when y'all can just make them yourself? And then the third tag that Lauren showed you all, we are going to be going live on Monday because we will be celebrating Christmas next week. Hopefully you all are spending time with your family as well. It's going to be a good Christmas. I would love to know what you guys are asking for Christmas this year. Did you ask for anything, Lauren,
Me?
for Christmas?
No.
Like if somebody asked you what you wanted for Christmas, what'd you say?
Another pair of Rothy's.
Oh gosh, Lauren gets hyper fixated on things.
I do. I can't help it. Okay,
Yeah.
First of all, we were talking about buying habits yesterday. I discovered I'm a turtle when it comes. Not always. I lied. That's a lie, actually.
Be so for real.
BFFR, I know.
You're more of like a dog with the zoomies. You're like, let me take a lap. Take a lap, take a lap, take a lap. Not even a rabbit. You're like, I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna come back around and back around.
What goes around comes back around.
We started shopping at this Dressed in Lala brand last year, and Lauren bought everything. I swear to God. She'd be like, oh yeah, I bought that one too. I bought that one too. I'm like, oh, it's happening.
Anyway.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. What I was saying, why I was getting to that is because Rothy's have been around. I had looked at them for years.
Yeah.
And never purchased. And I finally broke down because they are expensive shoes.
Yeah.
Not like so expensive they're like completely out of
They're
the
like
price range.
Birkenstock level.
Yeah, but
Are they more than Birkenstocks?
I mean they were like anyway, if
They're
they're
expensive.
very comfortable, they're washable is the thing.
They're washable clogs.
They're washable clogs.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Like washable slippers, kind of.
I thought that we were gonna be able to see the difference in bleed, but y'all, it's not a good example of bleed for some reason.
Probably
Okay.
because it's like a pattern.
Okay, there's a small bleed on this bottom one that I can show you. Okay, can they see this, Sadie, right here? Not really.
They can, I would pull it up more. Yes.
Literally where my finger is. Do you see how that color looks like it's kind of been smeared off to the side? That is bleed. And so what that does is, and I'm gonna pull it down. So what that little area allows Cricut to do is it gives them like a 1/10, maybe like a centimeter even, of error so that when they cut it, that green is gonna go all the way to the edge.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Glad we're on the same page. Now, before we move on to our next one, we are going to send these through the machine in a minute. Okay. Another thing that Cricut has updated that I really love, and I think you all have probably been around, you've seen us, you've heard us talk about it, but I want to, for those who have not seen it, when you do print and cut, Cricut now has a little arrow pointing to the top left that I actually like. Surprisingly, I never thought I would need it, but what's funny is the fact that there have been multiple times where, you know, someone is in a hurry and just like completely forgets what she's doing and loads my design the wrong way. So
And it couldn't be your own self.
no, I'm perfect. Probably you or Tanner, I'm sure. Anyway,
I told Tanner we were bowling, and I was like, I was doing really poorly. You can ask Sadie. Actually, you know what? We're winners. Yeah, we're tied. I said, honestly, Tanner, I can't be good at everything. And he just would not let me go. Oh, we were sucking. Lauren won. Lauren, you won. And Brooks.
Brooks
Did you win or
won.
Brooks win?
Brooks actually beat me.
Well, Lauren did really good.
I was pretty upset, but Brooks is a decent bowler.
Yeah, he can have that one.
I'm used to when I go with my family. It's okay now. It's working. Beautiful. Anyway, we're gonna print this on printable sticker paper, white. Beautiful. Sending this through, and then as soon as we've cut that, you will have 6 amazing stickers for your little goodie bags. I mean, it's just so cute. And after we've done that, we're gonna make our address return labels. So, do you wanna know what's hilarious?
What?
First of all, it's been so long since I've been bowling. While that's cutting, I'm gonna tell you guys this story. It's been so long since I've been bowling that when we went, you know, when you bowl, you're supposed to have, your form is supposed to be a certain way.
Yeah.
So you kind of like squat with this singular leg to get down to get the ball where it needs to go. Your girl's left side of my butt cheek is sore, and my
From
left
doing that?
leg is sore from doing this so many times.
I didn't even get that technique down until like the second round, and then I was like, maybe I should do whatever Lauren's doing. 'Cause I'm like not competitive, so I was like, I'm just gonna copy whatever her and Brooks are doing, and then I started doing a lot better. But I was doing that, so now my whole thigh and everything is so sore from bowling like a pro.
I mean, when you're a pro,
When you're a pro, it just happens.
it just happens. Okay, it says it cut, and it sure darn did. It did, so we're
Sure
gonna
darn
unload. Oh, here's a really good example of the bleed. Now that this is off, I can show you guys when I pull this sticker up. Do you see that barely little bit of green that's left? Can they see that, Sadie? That's what the bleed does. Okay, that's what the bleed does.
Okay.
Oh, Victoria just asked a really good question. I've never done print and cut. Victoria, these need to be your very first print and cut project.
Yeah.
She then says, I've never done print and cut. How does the machine know where to cut? So, I'm so glad you asked. We'll go overhead. These little registration marks is what tells the Cricut where to cut. And then based on where you placed your images, your print and cut images, they will cut exactly around it based on that. So your Cricut knows because there is a sensor. We'll go to camera 3. There is a sensor underneath here that lights up that kind of like registers these registration marks. And when we do our address labels, I'll point it out to you so you see exactly where it is, okay? Kathy, how often do you calibrate? When I see that it's either not cutting where it should be or it's off, pretty much. Other than that, if I move the machine and I know that I need my cuts to be precise, if I have transported the machine back and forth, I might try to calibrate it, but if it stays in one spot, I'm not going to calibrate until I see that my cuts are off.
Yeah, a lot of people calibrate every time they print and cut, but it's honestly just not that necessary.
That's a little too much in my opinion.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so the next one we're going to do is we are going to do our address return labels. So I'm just going to hide these guys. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to grab a shape. Now, these shapes are free, but in case you didn't know, we have all of these basic shapes plus all of the Cricut Access shapes in our library. What they are labeled under is if you hover over that, it says heart, search heart. If you hover over that, it says tilde, search tilde. This one, rectangle with cut off corners, search that on our website.
Yep, we got them all.
It's that simple.
Yep.
It is that simple. So, a standard address label, I couldn't tell you the size, but we're about to find out today.
We fitting to find
Find out. So it looks like this one is like 3/4 of an inch by 2 1/4. So let's just do that. Let's do 2.25 here. And that brings it to 1.5. So we're going to unlock that and bring that down to 0.75. Is that an exact shape of an address label? Not sure, but that's what we're going with today.
I mean, there's no rules really.
There are no rules. That's the cool thing about this is there are no rules. So can we all talk about this as well? One thing I loathe about the update with Cricut is this doesn't just automatically go away. I need it to automatically go away.
Oh, after you click off of it?
No, so like once I grab a shape, it still stays there.
It's like, do you want any more? And you're
I'm
like, no, leave me alone.
And I'm clicking on the canvas and it's not going away, but to get it to go away, you have to click this arrow.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yes, that is a pet peeve of mine. I'm not a fan. Sorry if you are.
Not a fan.
Not a fan. Okay, so I'm just gonna change this one to white just because our standard paper is white. So your printer's not gonna print white. That's why I'm changing it to white, because we are printing it on clear sticker paper. So we are going to grab the fonts that we're using. So we're gonna go back to Maker's Gonna Learn. And I'm pretty sure that this is Helen. Oh, nope.
Haglen. I know we. It's linked.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, I was like, it's linked.
Helen is downloaded.
I love that font.
That is beautiful.
It's a newer one too.
And Gumdrops.
Gumdrops.
Giddy gumdrops. Did I not spell gumdrops right? Gumdrop.
Gum space drop. They're all linked below, so you guys can just
Gum
literally. Gum droop. Gum drip.
Gumdrop.
Gum space drops.
There it is.
Okay.
We're working on that. Okay, so we're gonna unzip these, make sure that they are downloaded onto our computer. There is Gumdrops. We're gonna go back. We need to unzip Helen. Double click that, install on our computer. Beautiful. So now we're gonna go back to Design Space. Once again, I'm just gonna do a quick save, just a quick save. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do, we're gonna go back to view, we're gonna reload, and now we're gonna start adding in our address and our name. Now one other thing, while that reloads, let's hop back over here and we're gonna go to our cut files because you can choose what little tiny cut file you want on your address label. And what I love to go to, especially if I know I'm making Christmas ornaments, I'm gonna go to the Christmas section of the website. That's my favorite. Immediately, mine are gonna have the cowboy boots.
Yeah, I get it.
Done. Sorry, we're not going any further. That's the one that's going on my...
The ones that we used are linked. Look at those little kitties.
But like also, that little
Oh.
cat is adorable.
That would be mine, probably.
All of these are super cute.
Oh, the kitties. I love those.
I love all
the
of these.
peppermint. Oh my god.
These look like really like a actual stamp.
Yeah,
like a
those
really
are-
pretty stamp.
Yeah, those are beautiful.
I'm like, wow.
Ooh.
I'm obsessed with all
the
of those.
bows.
I cannot keep looking, or I'm just gonna keep looking, and we're not gonna finish our project.
I love
But these
it.
are all so
The snow globe.
cute. The snow globe. There's so many to choose from. Look at the little
the
Christmas
dog.
puppy.
Are you kidding me?
Okay. I'm getting off.
You're cut
there
off.
are so many amazing Christmas files to choose from that you can pick which one suits you the best. Once again, I'm changing this canvas color. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like we keep going back and forth.
You'll be able
Zoom it
to
in.
see it good, you know?
Yeah, girl. So we're gonna start building our address label. So I'm gonna grab a text box. Oh, there it is. Decided to pull it down there. Okay. We are gonna pick the font. So the first font we are doing, which is a system font, is Helen.
Here comes police.
The Popo. Santa Claus. You're gonna shrink it down, whether it is your name, whatever. Not necessarily gonna put my address on here, but you all get the gist of what we are doing. Grabbing this text box, I'm gonna bring it up and we're gonna zoom back in. Now I'm going to change the font name from Helen to Gumdrops. And we are going to type in your address. So 123
4, 5, 6.
North Pole. Phew, that's big. Lordy day. That's big. Let's shrink this down. Wow.
That font is so cute.
It is very cute. Let's shrink it down quite a bit. Okay. Let's do Mistletoe Lane, actually.
Oh, love it.
Is that how you spell mistletoe?
Yes. It
Okay.
looks wrong, but it is right.
It looks very wrong. North Pole. North Pole. 1, 2,
North
3,
Pole,
4, 5.
North Pole. It's like New York, you know?
It is. It's North Pole, North Pole. So after you have done that, you are going to place that under your name. Now, this may be where you want to kind of change things up. For me personally, I'm going to want to manipulate my line spacing. So you can do this a couple ways. You can do this with your line spacing and just bump it down. Do you see how it's barely moving a little bit closer to each other? I think that bumping that line spacing down makes it look so much better. Another way that you can do it, if there is a lot of space in between the font that you choose, is you can go to advanced and you can ungroup to lines, and now each of these lines are separate and you can manually manipulate where you want it to go.
Super helpful.
So helpful. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here to upload. I'm gonna upload image. I am going to bring in that boot. Where's the boot? I need to unzip it, drag and drop. Beautiful. Continue. Apply and continue. Flat graphic. Oh, Sin says in Canada the address for Santa Claus is North Pole, comma, ho, a ho.
HOHOHO. Ho-oh.
Ho. I should just
Okay, Santa Claus.
Okay, Santa Claus. All right,
Yeah, I live on Hoa Street.
Okay, this thing is huge. So we need to pull it down. First of all, it comes in unlocked. We need to lock that bad boy, and we're gonna bump him down to 1 inch. And even then, it's a little big. So we're gonna bump it down even more. See, like this, I almost want to, I don't know. Anyway, play around with it. Make it fit your stuff. I almost want to duplicate this and then flip it this way. Nope, that looks too much. Sorry. Anyway, it'd be really cute to add another little something right here, but I just don't know what I would want. No. Why does it do that to me?
You could always just align Santa Claus further to the left.
You mean this way?
Yeah, maybe not the whole way, but like.
I was thinking, what I was really thinking is if I had like a little cowboy hat or something right here, or like just stars to fill in this area. But if for some reason you have if you have separated this out into different lines and you mess up your spacing or you mess up your alignment, it's super easy to fix it. We're gonna select. See, they're all selected. If you go to align and align them center horizontally, they line right back up. No problem at all. The last thing that you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna change the colors of your words to match your image, whatever colors that may be. Normally, you guys know me and you know that I love to go to the color picker and really get specific with my colors, but we're not doing that today. Once you have everything placed where you want to, once again, we're dragging and dropping over the whole thing, making sure they are all green, and hit flatten. And that's it. Now what you're gonna do, you're gonna go to make it. Here is where you can duplicate this as many times as it will fit on the page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So looks like we've done 33. Let's see if that will work. Just a little bit shy of that. Maybe.
And you can always move them around.
You can always move them around.
So they'd be cut the other direction, but.
Yeah. You can manipulate them if you want, but that's how easy it is to duplicate a lot of them at one time. I'm gonna change it from 33 to 10. We're just gonna do 10 today. Beautiful. Then we're gonna go to print. We're gonna send this to printer. Now, I did have somebody ask, what type of clear sticker paper are you using? We're gonna go overhead. We are using the Cricut brand.
The best clear sticker paper.
Honestly, you all know me, and you all know that not everything, like we don't love all of Cricut's products. They got it right.
Yeah.
They got it right with this one.
The sticker paper is like the best. It's just like it feels so good.
And
It's hard to explain.
and the
honestly.
laminated waterproof sticker set that they have,
Oh my gosh.
phenomenal.
It
Like,
really is.
such high quality. It's amazing. I love it.
Let me put that in the printer.
Yeah, they look a little bit different, so I'm just double checking and making sure.
I sure will.
Because I don't think this is Cricut brand,
Oh.
but this is. But I'm just gonna double check. It says it's transparent. Just go with it. Just go with it. So this is one where we are not going to be adding bleed because it's on clear sticker paper. We had it on white. We don't need it. Taking bleed off, using system dialog, still yet. Hitting print, pulling this guy in. We are doing this as medium quality, feeding from rear tray. Y'all know me, I'm gonna change it to photo paper, hitting best quality and print. And that's it. Now, while Alicia is grabbing that, I did want to walk you through really quickly. What is the URL for our Christmas deals? Because I want to show you all these Christmas deals that we have. Such good deals. Okay. That's perfectly fine. I'm trying to find it, but it's... Give me just a second.
These are so cute.
Ooh, girl.
Those are cute. That print quality looks really good too.
That print quality does look good, but I'm not gonna lie. I know that this said transparent, but you all also know how many trust issues that I have.
What do you think?
I'm making sure that it's transparent before I send it through.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I didn't.
It says clear sticker paper on here, does it not?
Girl, I know it does. I'm just not trusting.
Transparent.
Yeah, there it is. All right, it is.
Lauren,
I'm sorry. I just gotta test it out.
oh, so
I
funny.
can't help it, honey. Okay, for this, I am burnishing from the back because we don't have a brayer in here. And I'm just always afraid of scratching my sticker paper up anyway.
Yeah, me too.
That's why I did it from the back. We're gonna hop back over to Design Space. Now, this one I am printing on transparent. Oh, transparent. Let's just type in printable vinyl transparent. That's the one that this specific one was. You can tell, especially if you have Cricut brand, it says printable vinyl. So I know that I'm going to the printable vinyl transparent. Okay, so let's go over to camera 3. And we did have somebody ask about how does your Cricut see this? I want to show you guys, okay? So, you can see that this housing, can they see, okay, it's not on yet. I have to hit play. I want to show you guys though. Do you see how this light came on right there? That's because it's now registering those black registration marks to see exactly where it needs to cut. So it kind of has an idea of where the registration marks are, but what the machine is doing is just making sure that the software lines up with what is on the map. And you can see that it is. Now, sometimes if you have issues with that light or that sensor picking up on those black registration marks, what you can do is if it is shiny, you can take some, there's a couple different things you can do. You can take a white crayon and run a white crayon over it to mattify that, because sometimes lights will affect the sensor. You can take Scotch tape and put Scotch tape over it, and that will, once again, be transparent enough to mattify your black registration marks, and it can pick them up easier. If for some reason your Cricut did not print the black dark enough, you can also take a Sharpie and darken those lines, which will help your machine register those registration marks. So that's it. It's cut it, and now you can see that we have a cutie patootie clear sticker for our envelope. Where'd our envelope go?
Let's see the final product.
I'm gonna put it underneath this one. Ah, look how cute!
I love it. The little boot is just too
I
stinking
know.
cute.
The boot is it for me. I think it's beautiful. And that's it, guys. That's how easy.
That's it. And then if y'all want to see the Christmas tree, what time is Tanner going to be live on Monday?
We're going live at 1:30.
Is it 1:30? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
So we'll be back then. We haven't talked about membership at all.
No, because I couldn't find the link. I couldn't pull up the link for. I was trying to when you were grabbing it.
Oh.
I couldn't. I don't remember the end of the URL, and I didn't have it pulled up, and I couldn't pull up YouTube.
Oh, dang.
But we will. I do want to tell you guys, if you'll pull it up here, we'll talk about it really quickly for those who are curious. If you still want to jump in at the lowest price of our membership, if you've liked what we have done, first of all, everything that we have done today, everything is in our membership. All of the fonts that you need, all of the cut files you need. We give you the education for free here on our channel, but if you want to recreate exactly what we have, you can find all of that in the membership. The one good thing about our membership that is unlike any other membership that I have ever been a part of myself is the fact that once you become a member, first of all, you get commercial use license on everything as long as you are a member.
Right.
Okay? The second and the most important thing, in my opinion, and correct me if you think I'm wrong,
Okay.
I'm going to compare MGL to Cricut Access for just a minute. And I know if you've been here, you've heard this before. I'm not dogging Cricut Access at all. Do I think that there are a lot of things within Cricut Access that are valuable to Cricut users? 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Guess what happens when you decide, I no longer want Cricut Access anymore? You then lose access to all of those projects that you have used any type of Cricut Access file. You can see them, you can no longer cut them. That to me is one of the biggest things that I'm just like,
That's
meh.
one of their biggest flaws.
It's one of their biggest. I understand their business model. I get their business model. That's just not us. That's not our business model. That's not the way that we run our business personally. So if you are a Makers Gonna Learn member, you have your commercial use access license to sell this. If you want to sell these to people, you can. Not something you have to do, but it's possible.
Yeah.
However, if 3 years down the road, you're like, my values have changed, I may not be using my Cricut as much, you know what? We get it. We go through life changes as well. We understand. The amazing part about our membership is the fact that even if you are no longer a member, if you have downloaded that cut file or that font, as a thank you to you for just being part of our community for however long or however little you are, you get to keep that file. We don't have, I don't know if you guys know this, but we're a very small team and we don't have a cut file police that goes across the country confiscating computers and cut file files off of people's computers saying, you're
That's
not part
ours.
of MGL anymore, you can't have that.
Right.
No, that's not us. So you actually get something to take away from being a member.
Not too shabby.
I mean, You can't ask for more than that. in my
And
opinion.
you get these books right now if you sign up for any of our courses or if you sign up as a yearly member. So these are the resource books. This is our resource trilogy limited edition.
Collector's edition.
It's branded, it's gorgeous, and we have one for Cricut, one for Canva, and one for fonts. The fonts has all of the font pairings, like it's not all the font pairings, okay? There's like infinite amount, honestly, but lots of all the fonts that we have. Let me start over. All the fonts in this book are paired well together, so you don't have to think about font pairings on your own, because I feel like a lot of you all have that issue.
I feel like it's all of us. Like if I'm creating
Yes.
a project, what takes me the longest is pairing my fonts together.
Raise your hand if that is also you.
I mean, even us knowing the fonts,
Yes.
still we have to be like,
or
gotta
I'll
think
use
about
like the
it.
same ones over and over again. I'm like, I should go out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
So that is huge on this. We also go into depth about like the different types of fonts and things like that. We created a Canva one, which is totally brand new.
Spanking new.
So you haven't even seen this yet. No one's seen this yet. You'll be the first ones. And then we have our Cricut ref guide. We did do these a while back ago, but this is updated. Okay, so this is like the most up to date. And not only that, but like they just look beautiful together. They're nice. It's almost like you can decorate with them.
Almost like they're coffee table books or something.
Yeah, but usable.
Yes.
So, anyways, we have dropped the link in the chat. There are links in the description if you're watching the replay where you all can sign up for any of those courses. That includes sublimation, Make-a-thon,
Maker U,
digital
design.
There's tons.
There's so many.
So make sure to get in on that. If you don't want to buy it for yourself, put it on your Christmas list.
That's right. Put it on your
Alright.
Christmas list or buy it for a friend.
Or buy it for a friend.
Give it
That's
as
right.
a gift.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love
Okay. We will be back with you guys next week. Remember, we're not going live necessarily on Wednesday. We do have something planned to come out on Wednesday, hopefully. But we are for sure going live on Monday, the 23rd, 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to be creating those amazing Trudy gift tags that I'm telling you, hands down, my favorite gift tag we've ever created. I think it's beautiful. That's what we're going to be creating on Monday, and there might be a special live again, like some little pop-ins next week. I'm not making promises.
Just saying.
Just saying, be aware. Turn on your notifications if you don't have one already. Subscribe if you haven't. But we will see you guys next week.